Remember the day we found the cottage? Ben and I. It was at the edge of town, roses clawing at the stone walls, a garden patch whispering promises. We were young then, tangled in dreams, and the cottage felt like ours, a fragile start. Mr. Davis, our landlord, came with the keys and a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. He was older, watched us move in with a quiet knowing. I remember the first time he checked in, a broken fence, he said, but his gaze lingered a moment too long on me, not the house. I should have seen it then, the shift in the air, the subtle change. But life settled into a rhythm, Ben's work pulling him away for weeks, leaving me in the quiet cottage, roses and all. Do you agree? Have you ever had a really good landlord? Maybe type landlord story in the comments if you have a tale to share. The quiet became a heavy blanket when Ben was gone. The roses seemed to lose their color, the garden felt overgrown, untamed. It was in that quiet that Mr. Davis started visiting more. Pipes, he'd say, or just the garden pot. At first, a friendly face in the lonely weeks. Then, the visits changed. It wasn't a sudden thing, more like a slow tide creeping in. He'd stay on the porch longer, talking weather, roses, life. His eyes, though, they held mine, a beat too long now. The smile, less neighborly, something else flickering behind it. One afternoon, coaxing those stubborn roses higher, Mr. Davis by the fence again. He was around more now. Not unwelcome, exactly. But a weight settled in the air when he was near, a tension I couldn't name. Are you happy here, Clara? He asked that day, voice softer, gaze too intense. Happy? Supposed to be. Married to Ben. Cottage, roses, garden. But Ben gone so much, leaving a hollow space. Missing laughter, missed touch, feeling, unseen. Never to Mr. Davis though. Smiled too bright, nodded, pushing down the nameless unease. Have you ever felt that way? Like you're supposed to be happy, but something is just missing? Tell me in the comments, have you ever felt a disconnect between what you show and what you truly feel? Easy to forget, he murmured, voice low, how important it is to be heard. Really heard. The way he said it, a shiver, even in the sun. Words hanging heavy in the air. Harmless, I told myself. Conversation. But the air had changed. After that, everything intensified. His compliments, no longer about roses or garden, but me. Green thumb, Clara, eyes on my hands. Lovely cottage, you care for it so well. Not the house anymore. He was seeing me. Noticing what Ben didn't say, or maybe didn't see. One evening, Ben away, quiet house pressing in. Curled with a book, stories a thin shield. Doorbell rang. Unexpected. Hesitated. Opened it. Mr. Davis. Small smile. Neighborhood, he said, checking in. Normal by now, these unannounced visits. Nodded, stepped back, let him in. Living room. Chat started. Normal words, different air. Tighter. Tension humming beneath. His look, a gaze, too long, heart racing. Sat too close on couch. Heat of him, nearness, wrong, compelling. Have you ever felt that pull, towards something you know isn't right, but it still draws you in? Is that something everyone experiences? What do you think? Laughed too loud, at nothing. Trying to break the spell. Pulled legs up, smaller, barrier. Mr. Davis saw. Paused. Stillness. Eyes softer, sharpness underneath. Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, Clara, whisper voice. Just wanted you to know. Appreciated. Special. You are Clara. My name, his lips, breath caught. Heart hammered. Speechless. Frozen. Before words came, he stood. Evening, smile back, changed smile, knowing smile? Checking in. Okay. Nodded, dry throat, watched him go. Door click shut. Exhale. A breath I hadn't known I held. Stared at the closed door. Making sense. Happened? Confused. Shaken. Call Ben? Tell him? Shame? Fear held me. What would Ben think? Angry? Doubt? No trouble. Ignoring it though? Wrong too. Live wire in my hands. What to do? Days blurred. Visits more frequent. Each time, Unease coiled tight. Brushed it off. Imagining. Harder now. Something about him, his attention, pulse quickened, yes, nervous warning. Tightrope walk. No out of hand. But, something shifting deep down. How deep? What mean? Weeks stretched. Tension, Mr. Davis and me, rubber band tighter, tighter. Still no Ben. Fear. What would he say? Friendly, I lied to myself. Small talk. Nothing. Lies each time he came, unannounced door, unease growing, shadow mind's edge. Unease constant now. Thinking of his look, almost touch, veiled eyes. Replaying moments. Tension tightening, not chest. Tuesday evening, kitchen, alone, vegetables for dinner. Cooking, no comfort now. Chore. Thoughts elsewhere, circling Mr. Davis, words, gaze. Something about to break. Seasoning chicken, doorbell. Heart jumped. New. Mr. Davis. Door window. Smiling. Warm smile. Chill now. Still with me? Drop a yes in the comments to let me know you're tuned in. Wiped hands, breath deep. Door. Good evening, Clara, cheerful, too much. Interrupting. No, forced smile. Not at all. Stepped back, let him in. Natural, belonged here. Eyes scanned, kitchen. Smells wonderful, gaze lingered on chicken. Quite the cook. Nodded. Polite. Simple dinner. Always say that, chuckle, simplest things, extraordinary. Compliment, heavy. Different from him. Too much. Unease tightened. Thank you, brushed it off. Need something. Landlord-tenant. Smile faltered, second only. Hesitated. Well, voice, actually, talk a moment? Long time no proper conversation. Proper? Never had one. Small talk only. Anxiety flared. Nodded too quick. Sure. Sit down. Living room. Couch offered. Armchair, across. Strained silence. Then voice, deeper, serious. You know, Clara, slow start, thinking life. Change. Easy to get lost day to day. Forget what matters. Where going? Know what you mean, cautious. Life busy. Nodded, eyes searching. Exactly. Important. Step back. Truly living. Not motions. Words uneasy. No idea implying. Didn't want to know. Clara, softer now, leaning forward. I don't know how explain. Connection, Clara. Since met you. Special. Can't ignore it. Thought about conversations, how you. Remarkable woman. Hard to say, admire you. Breath caught. Words, confession. Kind, yes. Confession. The way he said them, heart raced, not joy. Panic. Trapped. Mind blanked. Had to speak. Diffuse. Anything. I don't know, whisper. Barely voice. Appreciate compliment, Mr. Davis. But, married. Husband. Love very much. Unflinching. Unsurprised. Leaned back, studying me. Unreadable face. Understand, quiet voice. Apologetic. Don't want uncomfortable, Clara. But, don't want pretend. Don't feel what I feel. Cold water shock. He said it. Out loud. Drawn to me. More than landlord. More than friend. Fear, confusion flooded. Not friendly visit awkward. Something else. Unprepared. Unwanted. Don't want problems, you and husband, Clara. Low voice. But, couldn't pretend. Had to tell you. How I felt. Speechless. Mouth opened, no sound. Didn't want hurt him. No encouragement. What to do? Make him understand? Married. Not available. Not interested. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't know what to say? How did you handle it? Share your experiences in the comments. Finally, breath. Heart hammering ears. Mr. Davis, voice shaking firm. Understand honest. Appreciate, but clear. Married, committed husband. Appreciate kindness. Not interested. Landlord-tenant only. Long pause. Disappointment flickered eyes. Down at hands. Slow nod. Understand, quiet. Sorry, uncomfortable. Never intention. Nodded, relief wave. Tension eased. Heavy feeling remained. Lingering unease. Never same again. He stood. I stood too. Thank you listening, Clara. Voice soft, sadness hint. Leave you evening. Please know, respect boundaries, Clara. Just, wanted you know how felt. Forced smile. Hiding turmoil. Thank you, Mr. Davis, see you around. He walked door. Stood moment, staring empty space. Thoughts whirlwind. Married Ben. Conversation landlord. What happening? World unsteady. Unraveling. Shook head, clearing. Focus Ben. Our life. Love. Cold feeling deep inside. Not over. Not really. Days followed, pushed it all away. No touch life Ben. No more Davis complications. Buried feelings, didn't vanish. Guilt, confusion lingered. Replaying, second guessing. Days later, doorbell. Unexpected. Heart clenched. Mr. Davis. Not again. Not ready awkward. Couldn't hide. Face it. Head on. Are you still following Clara's story? Type 2 in the comments if you want to know what happens next. Opened door. Tried calm face. Hello Clara, greeting, warm voice, careful now. Checking in. Everything still, good house. Nodded, brittle smile. Everything fine, Mr. Davis. Thanks asking. Hesitated. Thinking about last time. Didn't mean uncomfortable. Understand boundaries. Respect. Just, didn't want leave unsaid. Looked at him. Felt weight words. Firm now. No misunderstanding. Thank you replied. For understanding. But clear. Married. Focus marriage Ben. Can't allow distractions. Value professional relationship. Ends there. Expression softened. Sadness hint still. Eyes. Slow nod. Accepting. No argument. Understand, quiet voice. Sorry overstepped. Deep breath, relief. It's okay. Just wanted make sure same page. Small, respectful nod. Turned leave. Watched him go doorway. Mix emotions. Sadness, yes, come to this. Relief too. Grateful drawn line. Set boundaries. Evening, Ben came home. Dinner. First time weeks, felt truly present. Past weeks wait, cloud. Tonight, knew had moved forward. Focus life Ben. Commitment. Love. Everything okay, love? Ben asked. Noticed quiet. Smiled. Pushed thoughts aside. Yes said. Just, thinking. Good have you home. Smiled back. Squeezed hand. Good be home. Moment new. No matter confusion, messy feelings, priority clear. Protect Ben and I. Our life. No let anything anyone get way. And no matter what, get through it. Together. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more, please subscribe for more immersive tales.